So you've made it through the first 2 weeks, and now let's talk a little bit about those emotions. In the beginning, you'll feel so excited and love, happy, just possibly a little bit overwhelmed. It's okay to cry with every emotion, extreme happiness and extreme nervousness and overwhelmed sensation. It's okay, because those hormones that you have been building up during pregnancy are now at their peak. So through all of your pregnancy until the moment you give birth, your hormones just keep rising. And then once you give birth and you get through those first 2 weeks, you need to start detoxing and getting down to a pre-pregnancy hormone level, more of a breastfeeding hormone level. For your own personal body, the only way for us to release some of these hormones is through crying, peeing, or sweating them out. It's a liquid that we need to pull out some of these hormones from our body. So cry when you can, happiness or sadness or fear, it's okay. We all have those same emotions. Being a postpartum mom doesn't mean that you're always going to be smiling and in love. There's going to be times where you're just like, oh goodness, what have I done? Have I fed right? Did I change the diaper right? All of those things that overwhelm our brains. And then yourself and your birth. So I always tell everybody that I talk to, you'll never forget your birth. You can remember every single one you've had. You could ask your grandmother and she will tell you the exact details of her own birth. They're so impactful. They're so monumental to your life, and it's important to process them. Good, bad, every little scenario you can remember. When did you go to the hospital? What did you do? What nurse did you love? If you had a home birth, what did your doula do that just really stood out? And just really make sure that you've thought through, you've processed, and you actually speak about your birth, because those words really matter. So know that your emotions in week 3 are going to run very high. You're trying to detox some of these hormones. You're going to feel a little bit more emotional. And that birth high that you had in the first 2 weeks is coming to a very abrupt end. And so the sleep deprivation is actually going to start to impact you a little bit more now. And when we're sleepy, we tend to be a little bit more emotional. So give yourself the grace to know that week 3 is just a challenging week. And it's important to gather in your resources around week 3 when you can and any way you can.